Nitpicking this game is like nitpicking my entire childhood. But I'm no child anymore, so let's tear it apart. We're starting off by majorly commending anybody who remembers this game. 15 points removed from you. You are a wonderful person, and I really want to give you a big hug and a high five. And also minus 15 points to this game, just for being a fun little silly nostalgia trip that I've always loved. Love the Humongous Games. Okay, now we're tearing it apart. Oh crap, I'm too old. Shaka mock. Can we just talk about two little things? One, the most popular comic book in this universe is literally a superhero who prances around in his nightwear, and two, that he is apparently popular enough to have his face featured on cookie boxes. Also, cookie boxes that just have cookies stuffed in there with no bag.
Boy, eating cookies is hard work.
Trust me, Sam, I wish I could make a living off of eating cookies.
But there's only one more box to go,
Who are you talking to?
and I'll have 20 box tops.
20? Jeez, even elementary school fundraisers require like 50 from each kid.
I can get the Pajama Man action figure with Titanic elbow thrust.
Pajama Man's allegedly most popular move is nudging people with his arm. You know, you could just save the cookies and collect all of the box top at once. Yeah, there may not be a lesson in the game then about eating healthy, but it's much more important to teach your kids to be smart consumers.
Sam! It's almost time for dinner.
Why the crap is Sam wearing pajamas before dinner time? Sam is what, 6? What kind of mother leaves a 6-year-old unattended with a box of cookies in a dark room? At least keep him in the kitchen while they're making dinner. I am uncomfortable.
Hey!
Freaking artificial preservatives. I'm pretty sure Sam has a baby brother or sister. That was either mentioned somewhere in the series or I just imagined that. Either way, I doubt a comic book obsessed 6-year-old plays with those little stringed animal trail things. Just like to commend Humongous Games for always incorporating a little randomness in their solutions. Like, every playthrough is a little different, and that's a nice touch. That being said, there must have been some people on some kind of drugs when they programmed the little Easter eggs with the objects. Ugh. Even in an animated game starring a blue fur monster, I do not like the thought of the button-up butt on Sam's pajamas.
Nothing behind here.
Weird, I would have really thought you would have stashed your cape behind that framed picture of the abyss. Why is Sam like half the size of the end table? And why is the end table like 2 feet higher than the sofa?
Alright, cookies. Your dinner spoiling days are over.
Sam's imagination is adorably innocent. The smile it gives me tells me to remove 1 point. Pajama Sam is on the way to save the day! This is when the animation budget was starting to get really low. Oh, so the lesson of this game is never to flush your food down the toilet. Given that we are what we eat from our heads to our feet, I'm guessing that Sam has been eating a lot of Puffles. There is something incredibly wrong about a party whose guests are food that sets bowls of food out for the food to eat. That being said, brownies have no souls. Wow, segregating the partygoers between foods that have mouths and foods that don't. Is that a freaking straw?
Great party.
Yep.
Awesome conversationalist, Mr. Ice Cream.
Wow. Is this party for me?
Oh, that's SSAM. It stands for Snacks and Sweets Aggressive Majority.
Wow, way to be a presumptuous jerkhead, Sam. Or you could have just kept one S and be Snacks Aggressive Majority and build a better illusion, since, after all, this is his freaking imagination. The use expression that S point do not necessarily represent the maker of this video. I would like to record show that no way does he believe any event in the same game, no particularly playing some animation. Hot dog is with no one and is dancing facing the bowl of snacks. Hot dog is me. I think it's sort of anthropomorphically cheating just to plop legs on the peppermint like that. See that guy standing in the center of the room talking to no one? I'm more concerned that he's intent on eating my entire family.
I'm Sam.
Of course, otherwise he wouldn't be here, right?
Well, we've already established that this party is not for Sam, so Hot Dog is a snarkastic jerk. Hot Dog is me. Hey, wait a minute. Hot dogs aren't snacks or sweets. Guys, we've got an enemy spy in your territory.
It's just the name of our political party.
Ha 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 ha. Political party, get it?
Aggressive, because we're going to take over the whole island.
Yeah, ha ha ha. We're going to wreak an authoritarian dictatorship and oppress every citizen. Who's the sweet one now? Whoa, don't let Charles Schultz sue. Yep. That's the face I'd have when I see a party crasher eat my family.
It's my dinner time and I wouldn't want to spoil it. My mom made all that broccoli.
Okay, so the sweets seem much angrier that Sam is concerned about spoiling his dinner instead of the fact that he just ate a 200-pound member of their own kind. Especially considering that this aggressive majority of sweets are literally at war with all of the other food groups. Why on earth would you place a lock with the keyhole facing the prisoner?
Tell it to the fudge.
If this game is going to be all food puns, I am perfectly fine with that.
Tra la 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 la.
Okay, this is a place where sweets are sentient. We also find out later that cupcakes in this world are like bikini supermodel babes. With that in mind, let's examine this calendar. Now, I can only assume that frosting is blood for these people, making this harmless kids game way darker than anyone intended. You know, Sam, I'd have that same face if my cellmate were someone who I claimed I was going to eat before getting thrown in jail. No, Sam, no, that's a toilet! Ah, close up broccoli face!
I'm not a food.
That smile can only mean, oh, you will be.
I'm one of the delegates to the big peace conference.
I'm going to be extremely disappointed if the script for this game said peace conference and not peas conference. No.
Yes!
Don't contradict me, Sam.
I got the key!
That's something you should shout in a prison.
I think maybe I deserve a reward.
Sam is the most gluttonous first grader I've ever seen. If you could eat the piece that broke off, why couldn't you have just eaten the whole door? You apparently had no problem with a 200-pound cake.
Hooray, it's open!
Also, not something you should shout.
Sweet troops.
Can't actually think of a more appropriate pun to name them, so until I do, take a point. Whoa, not safe for work image here. How is this game for kids? Why are neurons the most prominent thing in this world of food?
See, those troops shouldn't bother me. After all, there's no blue food.
Blueberries, blue corn, American lobsters, Adirondack potatoes, blue carrots, blue grapes, peeps. There's a little drawing hung on the door. That's adorable.
Island of Mop Top is in big trouble.
It wasn't until this exact moment of writing this point did I realize that the island of Mop Top is supposed to look like Sam because it's about eating healthy and taking care of your body, and oh my god, that explains everything. The heart, the foothills, the neurons, it makes sense now, god! Also, that is clearly an archipelago. Also, Mop Top is a stupid name.
They'll all be wearing straw hats.
Because they're all delegates from a banjo-playing barbershop quartet.
Florette and Luke Wigglebigger here.
Luke Wigglebig.
And Pierre Lapin.
Wow, way to pronounce Pat correctly.
It's nice to see you again, Sam.
God, gee.
It seems like Sam has an unbelievably hard time holding in his crush on a vegetable. But Florette is a cool character, and she reminds me of another character somewhere, but I don't know who. But she is a cool character nonetheless and deserves 5 points off.
I was asked to be here because of my remarkably good taste.
Bravo, Humongous Games. Seems like I've got a pun rival now. Well, just you wait, I'll make you eat those words. Although I do like the idea of futuristic floaty lifts, I just worry if someone's walking and they trip and fall all the way off this 2-foot-wide floor. Freaking straighten those books, you lazy piece of shallot. So, what's she reading? Grapes of Wrath? Catcher in the Rye? Lemony Snicket? This sign is the scariest thing I have ever seen. And this is why I'm terrified of nature.
I'm Sprinkle.
Hi, Sprinkle. How'd you get tied there? Okay, first, consent, Sam. That's important. Second, Sprinkle is now a soggy donut and therefore the most disgusting person in the game. Third, Sprinkle is a sweet. Have you been paying attention at all, Sam? Whose side are you on anyway? Nice choreography. What the crap are you going to do to someone with a spoon?
Well, let's see.
It's no gourds allowed.
No, that's not right.
These guards remind me of the castle guards from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and making me think of that movie, it deserves a point off. Ha 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 ha, guard gourds, ha 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 ha. You either have no taste or are British if you consider vinegar to be a condiment. We don't ever see tomatoes in this game, so I'm just assuming that this is a society of cannibals who kill minorities and use their blood to make their victims taste a little better. There is a severe lack of honey mustard on this tree, which is an automatic 100 point.
Hello, French fry.
No, French fry is my father's name. Call me Chip.
Especially with horseradish.
Horseradish? On fries? Wow, way to go, Eggy. You're even more disgusting than soggy Sprinkle. Horseradish does not look like this. We just drowned a fetus. I have had this game for God knows how many years, and I still have no clue what the heck these things are.
I'm Chuck Cheddar.
Chuck Cheddar? Not the obvious choice of Cheddar Jack? Not very sharp, are we?
Cheese of Adventure!
That echo always gets me.
I parachuted in and got stuck on this ledge.
Well, that's just great. I think your priority should more be installing railings on these steps.
I am considering the nature of cheese.
You know, you could just ask Chuck over there. He seems like he'd know some stuff.
Ooh, I like cheese.
He says with no expression at all.
What sort of cheese is the best to put in a cheese sandwich?
So I already made a comment about cannibalism, which should be the umbrella for all other inevitable points about that, but still, we really shouldn't be talking about making cheese sandwiches when Chuck is right there.
Don't touch that.
Okay.
Sam is such a diligent, innocent little kid. This looks like a job for Pajama Sands! Those tooth mountains are unsettling.
I could do that all day if I didn't have to save the island and get back for dinner.
And if my neck wasn't broken. It's not healthy for donuts to swim in your arteries. Also, how has Sam not devoured Sprinkle by now?
It's creepy in here.
It sure is. Let's not stick around too long.
Okay.
Oh my god, Pierre, how did you even get there? Are you hurt? Are you in pain? Alright, let's see. Dazed, seeing X at a party, thinking about the illegal things he could do to his ex, has a really good idea about what he could do to his ex. Sloth from the Goonies, overjoyed. Oh god, this is a children's game. Oh god, this is a children's game. Finally going to destroy those pesky pants once and for all. Psycho killer, falling asleep. Pairing well with the common colloquial phrase, ah boogity 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 boo, haha, I made you jump. Ah, perfect.
I think helium balloons are a lot more fun than the regular kind.
Personally, I prefer a trip to Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, Green Bean is my new favorite character, out of any character that has ever existed.
It's harder than it looks.
So I'll just steal the mallet. Is that a carton of milk in the audience? Your ideas are going sour.
What goes ha 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 ha, plop plop plop? An orange holding its breath.
That's racist.
Plop this, wise guy.
Is it customary to throw severed heads at bad comedians? That got a kick out of them? You are what you eat, from your head to your overly exaggerated feet.
Next up is Tom Rutabaga, the Knock Knock King.
Any form of media that tries to pass off a Knock Knock King as a legitimate title is deserving of 7 points. I love the sleeping steak. So why wasn't this pizza chosen to be a delicate? He's 3 of the 6 food groups already.
Omelet! Omelet who?
I'm a lot fattier than Mickey Hollandaise is.
Okay, now that's just rude.
Touch who?
The Gesundheit!
Comedians who laugh at their own jokes are stupid.
Artie chokes because he eats too fast. That wouldn't be very nice.
Come on, Sam, how is whacking the comedian with a hammer any less nice than throwing a hollowed-out skull at him?
I knew it. Oh, I am awful.
Geez, why does every character have a depressing career? Eh oui, oui, mon ami, je m'appelle la baguette. The only piece of culture that France is gonna get.
But yes, I am Pierre Le Pen.
Why does Carrot have a better French accent than the actual French character?
Alas, no, I am trapped.
Or you could just jump down and I'll catch you. Oh no, wait, I understand. The French are cowards.
Are you making progress with the rescuing of me?
The rescuing of me. Oh, French, you absolute clusterfest of a language, you. Yeah, Pierre, I should have you down in about 420's 18 minutes.
Boy, you guys look healthy.
I'd say muffins are about an iota healthier than cupcakes.
Those muffins over there are drawing us? They said they're taking an art class or something.
Sure. Art class.
Let's go get some frozen yogurt.
My last cannibalism comment, I promise. Let's go freeze someone and then eat their blood.
Au revoir.
C- for pronunciation. Foot mountains are even more unsettling than tooth mountains. Ugh.
What do we do when we see a door, young man?
No, do not start again with the whole knock-knock routine.
Right now I'm helping a carrot prevent a war by finding peace delegates and getting them to a big conference.
Yeah, I know. I don't quite understand it either.
But I do try not to think about those uncouth legumes.
Uncouth legumes calling it new insult, don't steal. Pajama Sans.
Welcome to the Blubbers.
Do 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 do. Oh, once there was a whale who confused humans for its food. He swallowed down a bunch of folks and didn't even chew. This song is my jam.
That's smite with the Y, mind you!
Geez, okay, Granny, I didn't even say it wasn't with a Y. How'd you even get there? Ha 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 ha. Plumbers, ha 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 ha. Okay, plumbers are one thing, but making them show their plum crackle plumbing is too hilarious.
Your plunger is really big, isn't it?
Yup.
Feel like he didn't have to turn around just to answer a question. Yep, just stick that plunger on your head, don't matter where it's been, just plop it on up there.
The Cadillac of lunchboxes. It's vacuum sealed, and it has a nitrogen-based temperature regulator.
Sweet, I'll take 4. Why is there just a random sink here anyway?
Hey, are you in the union?
The plumbers union.
Let's see your plunger.
Only certified plumbers are allowed to carry plungers. Discount Pearl. Like, really? Selma is Pearl. I'm half expecting her to yell, Steven! Pretty sure it's also considered etiquette to wear a shirt. Then again, this cutscene is hilarious, so prepare me to remove some points.
Never throw food at the table. Excuse yourself before making funny animal noises. Do not draw and poke holes in or set fire to the tablecloth. Eat all the food on your plate and do it in alphabetical order. Soup spoon, cocktail weenie poker, swizzle stick, and mashy niblick.
Oh, hello, sir.
Pop quiz. This is A, cultural appropriation. B, something a psycho killer would do. C, exploiting clearly unfit and low-wage workers. Or D, all of the above. Really? A neon sign? If you're going to advertise the moon, at least do something classier and a little less cheesy.
What sort of cheese is the best to put in a cheese sandwich?
The plumber told me Swiss cheese is the best.
Of course. I should have thought to ask a plumber.
Because as we all know, plumbers have the most refined taste.
We get to eat some cheese?
Again, Chuck is literally right there. Good thing Sam has all that fur to keep him from dying from hypothermia. Yeah, these guys just look like those pegs from the Trouble game. Well, there's 3 seconds I'll never get back. Do librarians just steal people's cards? Seems like a raw deal, if you ask me.
Just have the book back in 3 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
Terrified Sam is great.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Sam is absolutely done with his introducing himself crap.
And the instruction manual didn't come with it.
It's the last time I'll order machines from IPEA.
By Dr. Gizmo Flutewing.
Doctor Who's Mo, what? If you don't know what number each bean is, I don't think this'll really help. They're all lined up in a straight line. It's just as credible as arbitrarily picking someone.
Yeah, that's a real nice plunger. Real nice.
We're still talking about toilet appliances, right? Wow, nice job, Sam. It's like you're not even a real plumber.
So guys, what's up?
We were just talking about rubber gaskets.
Oh boy!
And he continues to do this for several hours, as Adam does not know how much of a dumbwaiter he is being. Just keep calm, Granny, and try not to think where this plunger has been.
Oh, dear! I can't swim!
I'm sorry, but Granny Smythe's voice is scraping on the chalkboard of my brain.
But it is the breads which are the most healthy of foods.
Tell that to people with celiac disease.
This cheese has gone rancid.
Oh, Granny still is the oh, whatever. She's close to rotting anyway.
You overgrown lump of mold!
I'm using that one too, don't steal.
Flathead!
Shrub.
Loaf.
Grub!
Tidbit.
Okay, now these name callings are just getting lamer than r/rare insults, you uneducated bananas.
If there's one thing I've learned since I've been here, it's that no food is an island.
And when exactly did he learn this? All he's experienced were isolated food groups. He didn't even talk to the pizza character.
But it takes cheese and bread to make a cheese sandwich.
What I'm saying is that I'm going to eat you both.
All the best things to eat are made by different kinds of food working together.
Cool, but this has nothing to do with the message of eating healthy. This started out as a war against the unhealthy sweets, mind you.
Like maybe an apple, broccoli, bean, cheese, and lollipop sandwich.
Ew! Oh, I ship Pierre and Chuck. I am willing to allow talking foods, but polarized parties agreeing with each other this easily is just incredibly unrealistic.
Or have you got to get home for dinner?
Dinner?
So, how does he plan on getting back now? I employed some chiaroscuro shading. Ew. Eric. Gross. Green olives. Yep. Seriously convinced Sam has learned nothing. Ew. Dave. Gross, man. What is that plum doing? Spelling it Jeff. Sam is not punching Tom Rutabaga in the face in this picture. May look like the movies, but it's actually a funeral for the corn character. Why was Edward Pun not a writer in this game? Oh, Aggie isn't dead. That's a shame. What, you think I wouldn't notice that you're reusing pictures now? Joke's on you! I'm lame enough to sit through the credits! Guess they're right. Game isn't over until the fat man sings. And how cool is it that the singer's name is Sanger? And you didn't name the character Pajama Pam?
Are you sure you want to leave?
Yes, Sam, stick a fork in it. I am absolutely positive.